In the annals of history, few civilizations have captured the imagination quite like Carthage. Nestled along the northern coast of Africa, this once mighty city-state rose from humble beginnings to become a dominant Mediterranean power, only to face a dramatic downfall that still resonates today. The story of Carthage is one of ambition, conflict, and ultimately, tragedy. Carthage was founded by Phoenician settlers in the 9th century BCE, primarily as a trading post to facilitate commerce across the Mediterranean. The Phoenicians, known for their exceptional maritime skills and adventurous spirit, established Carthage in what is now modern-day Tunisia. This strategic location allowed for easy access to vital trade routes, linking Africa, Europe, and Asia. As the city developed, it morphed into a bustling hub of trade, culture, and influence. In its early years, Carthage thrived on commerce. The city's wealth stemmed from its control over trade networks that spanned the Mediterranean, dealing in precious goods such as silver, textiles, and the famous purple dye extracted from murex shells. Carthaginian merchants were not only skilled traders, but also adept negotiators, forging alliances and contracts that enhanced their economic strength. In this era, Carthage became a beacon of commerce, attracting traders from distant lands and establishing itself as a rival to Greece and other emerging powers. However, Carthage was not just a trading power, it was also a formidable military force. The Carthaginian navy was unmatched, with vessels designed for speed and agility, allowing them to dominate the seas. This naval prowess would play a crucial role in their expansionist ambitions. As Carthage grew, so did its hunger for territory. The city began to establish colonies along the coasts of North Africa, the Iberian Peninsula, and even as far as the islands of Sicily and Sardinia. The expansion of Carthage inevitably brought it into conflict with other powers, particularly the rising influence of Rome. The First Punic War erupted in 264 BCE, marking the beginning of a bitter struggle for supremacy in the Mediterranean. The war was primarily fought over control of Sicily, a strategically critical island. The conflict lasted for over 2 decades and was characterized by fierce naval battles and land skirmishes. Carthage initially held the upper hand with its superior navy, but the Romans, with their resilience and innovative tactics, gradually turned the tide. The Romans adapted their strategies, even developing the corvus, a boarding device that allowed them to turn naval battles into hand-to-hand combat, neutralizing the Carthaginian advantage. After a long and grueling war, Carthage ultimately succumbed in 241 BCE, ceding control of Sicily to Rome and suffering a heavy financial burden in the form of reparations. Despite this setback, Carthage was not finished. The city's resilience shone through as it began to recover and rebuild, focusing on its lucrative trade routes and economic power. In the following years, Carthage expanded its influence in Spain, establishing a rich and productive territory that would later become crucial to its ambitions. Under the leadership of Hamilcar Barca, Carthage sought to restore its former glory while preparing for future confrontations with Rome. Hamilcar's son, Hannibal Barca, would become one of the most famous military commanders in history. His strategic genius and audacious tactics would lead to one of the most remarkable campaigns in ancient warfare. In 218 BCE, Hannibal famously crossed the Alps with his army, including war elephants, to invade Italy. This bold maneuver took the Romans by surprise and showcased Hannibal's innovative strategies. Hannibal's campaigns in Italy were marked by several stunning victories, including the legendary Battle of Cannae in 216 BCE, where he inflicted a devastating defeat on Roman forces. With each victory, Hannibal's reputation soared, and many Italian city-states began to defect to his side, drawn by the promise of liberation from Roman domination. However, despite his brilliant strategies and initial successes, Hannibal faced challenges. The Romans, learning from their mistakes, adapted their military tactics and launched a counteroffensive under the leadership of Scipio Africanus. The turning point came in 202 BCE at the Battle of Zama, where Scipio's forces decisively defeated Hannibal, marking the end of the Second Punic War. The defeat at Zama was a catastrophic blow for Carthage. The terms of the peace treaty were harsh, stripping Carthage of its territories, limiting its military capabilities and imposing heavy reparations. The once mighty city was reduced to a shadow of its former self, But even in this diminished state, Carthage continued to exist, clinging to its identity and its rich history. In the ensuing years, Carthage attempted to regain its strength through trade and diplomacy. However, its relationship with Rome remained tense, marked by suspicion and hostility. The Romans viewed Carthage as a potential threat, fearing that the city might once again rise to power and seek revenge. As the years passed, the power dynamics in the Mediterranean shifted. In 149 BCE, the Third Punic War erupted, driven by a combination of Roman aggression and Carthaginian desperation. This war would prove to be the final nail in the coffin for Carthage. The Romans, under the command of Scipio Aemilianus, laid siege to the city. The siege lasted for 3 years, with both sides suffering immense losses. Inside Carthage, the situation grew dire. Starvation and desperation set in, leading to a fierce determination among the defenders. The city fought valiantly, but the Roman war machine was relentless. In 146 BCE, after a brutal assault, the Romans breached the city walls. What followed was a systematic destruction of Carthage. Buildings were razed, and the once thriving city was reduced to ruins. The fate of Carthage serves as a poignant reminder of the impermanence of power. In its rise, it had showcased the potential of commerce, military strategy, and resilience. Yet, the same ambition that fueled its growth ultimately led to its downfall. The Romans, in their quest for dominance, not only obliterated the city, but also sought to erase its legacy. The soil of Carthage was said to have been salted to prevent future growth, a symbolic gesture of complete annihilation. In the aftermath of the war, the Romans rebuilt the city, establishing a new settlement that would flourish under their governance. Yet, the echoes of Carthage's greatness lingered on, inspiring future generations and fascinating historians. The tale of Carthage is not merely one of military might and territorial ambitions. It is a story of human endeavor, of dreams intertwined with the harsh realities of fate. As we delve into the legacy of Carthage, we find a rich tapestry of culture and innovation. The Carthaginians contributed significantly to the fields of navigation, agriculture, and trade practices. Their use of the trireme, a fast and agile warship, revolutionized naval warfare. Moreover, their agricultural techniques, particularly in the cultivation of olives and grapes, laid the groundwork for the Mediterranean farming practices we know today. Carthage also played a vital role in the cultural exchange across the Mediterranean. The city was a melting pot of diverse influences, blending Phoenician traditions with Greek, Berber, and even Roman elements. This cultural syncretism enriched the Mediterranean world, fostering an environment of creativity and innovation. As we explore the ruins of ancient Carthage today, we are reminded of the city's former glory. The remnants of its harbors, temples, and homes tell a story of resilience and ambition, echoing the triumphs and tragedies of a civilization that once stood at the crossroads of the ancient world. The fascination with Carthage continues, prompting questions about what might have been had history taken a different course. In conclusion, the rise and fall of Carthage encapsulates the essence of history itself, a narrative filled with ambition, conflict, and the relentless pursuit of power. It serves as a timeless reminder of the fragility of greatness and the enduring legacy of those who dare to dream big. As we reflect on the story of Carthage, we uncover not just a tale of a city-state, but a profound exploration of human nature and the complexities of civilization. The story of Carthage invites us to ponder the lessons of the past while looking towards the future. What can we learn from their triumphs and failures? How do their struggles resonate with the challenges we face today? As we uncover the mysteries of ancient civilizations, we find that history is not merely a record of dates and events. It is a living narrative that continues to shape our understanding of the world. So, as we close the chapter on Carthage, let us carry forward the curiosity and wonder that this remarkable civilization inspires. If you enjoyed this journey into the past, don't forget to like and subscribe for more mysterious stories. Hit the bell to never miss an episode.